Hi everyone, a while ago I put up a community tab post asking for all of your questions. Those questions that you've always wanted answered, whether they be related to skincare, makeup, lifestyle, any personal questions you want me to answer. I may choose not to answer some of them, but I will answer some of them in this video today. I've also taken some of the comments from the comment section, any questions that have been asked in the past, collated them all and put them in this video. So hopefully all your questions will be answered today. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on YouTube every single week and I would absolutely love it if at some point in this video you are finding it helpful or, God forbid, entertaining in any way. I would absolutely love it if you would consider clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell. Let's get on with it. Okay, first question. Is the Clé de Peau concealer worth the money? Okay. There are a couple of answers for this. The Clé de Peau concealer featured in my favourite concealers for over 40 skins video. If you haven't seen that video already, I will link it up here for you. It's a really pricey product. If you don't blink when you're spending £55 on a concealer, regardless of whether that concealer is going to last you a really long time, if £55 isn't a lot of money to you, and you're wanting a concealer, yes, I would definitely recommend it, and yes, it's worth the money. If you go, then probably not. So if you're asking me the question, which you obviously are because it's written down in front of me, then I'm assuming that it probably isn't going to be worth it for you because you're hesitating and asking me the question. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I absolutely love it. Is it a million times better than all of the other concealers in my drawer? No. It's lovely though. Am I making it any easier for anybody? Probably not. Second question, would I consider making outfit or clothing videos? That's usually more of an Instagram thing, isn't it? Maybe Angie from Hot and Flashy sometimes does some videos on lifestyle, clothing, housewares and stuff. I don't know. What do you think? Are there enough people interested in that sort of thing? I mean, I would not mind in the slightest doing a bit of clothes shopping and showing you all what I've bought. I don't have massively expensive taste when it comes to clothing. This top's from Zara. I think it was, I don't know, £7? And I tend to do like Zara hauls where every now and again I go in and I buy absolutely everything on the shelf. Generally the most expensive item would be around about 40 quid. So yeah, I don't have a lot of expensive clothing in my wardrobe, but I like to put it together nicely with accessories to make it look more expensive. If enough people want to see it, I'm quite happy to provide it. So let me know in the comment section. Okay, dipping into a personal question, how's the build going? Okay, so the build is definitely in progress. If you are new to my channel, we are having building works and renovations done on our house at the moment. We're extending on both sides, so it's very noisy here. It's getting rather dusty. It's definitely on the move. We are building a filming room, a bigger one than this little box that I have here. So we're building that, and then the kids are getting slightly bigger bedrooms. Yeah, it's a challenge at the moment. So every time I start to film, drilling starts, banging starts, the electricity might go off any second, but you just have to keep your composure. We're building. It's not their fault at all. There's going to be noise, so I just have to down tools and then come back later. So you may see in my videos that my face looks slightly different as the video progresses, and that's because it's been hours. Absolutely hours. It's exciting. I can't wait till it's finished. Next question, do I need to buy expensive skincare or buy a lot of products for my skincare routine? The short answer to this is absolutely not. I am a huge advocate that everybody should be able to get their hands on incredible ingredients at affordable prices. So yeah, you shouldn't have to spend a lot of money on your skincare. I'm not going to tell you exactly what you need because I can't see your skin in front of me, but the bare essentials: a cleanser, a moisturizer, an SPF, and some sort of retinoid product for the evening. They are the things that I would recommend to absolutely everybody. And you can get those quite inexpensively from places like The Ordinary, the INQUIRIES, and so many other amazing affordable skincare brands. There are going to be those times when you assess your skin and you're wanting to target multiple concerns in your skincare routine. Now, although there are those ingredients that do target multiple concerns, depending on what your concerns are, there are those instances where you are going to need more than one product, but 10 is too much. Next question, are there any brands that you believe often get overlooked but deserve a shout out? Yes, 10,000 times, and I'm not going to be able to fit them all in, but the main two that I want to mention are Neod by Deciem and also Medicate. These are two brands that I swear by, and you'll have heard me talk about these brands multiple times on my channel because I believe in them so strongly. Also Paula's Choice, but Paula's Choice does get talked about a lot. But yeah, Medicate, unbelievable brand, quality ingredients, and also Neod. Just, I swear by Neod. Absolutely swear by Neod. If you are currently using The Ordinary products and your budget has increased slightly, you're wanting to spend a little bit more on your skincare, you're wanting to get real quality of ingredients, that is the next step up. They are amazing. Do you find yourself applying makeup differently as you get older? Oh, for goodness sake, yes. Absolutely. There is just no way that I could apply my makeup anywhere near the same as I did while I was in my 20s. In fact, anywhere near the same that I did 5 years ago. My skin is changing rapidly, and your makeup techniques and application methods have to change with that. Okay, oh my goodness. You know how to challenge me with this question. Which device is your ultimate favorite? This is so hard, and I actually don't think I'm going to be able to answer this within this video. However, I will give it some thought and answer it in my ultimate favorites of 2022 video for my skincare video. I think I'll probably have a section for devices within my best skincare of 2022 video. You'll have to stay tuned for the answer on that one because there are so many epic devices that I've tried over the last 12 months that have blown my mind. Everything is getting better and better and better and more accessible. That will be in a video over Christmas. Okay, next question. Do you have any menopause skin tips for mums struggling to stay motivated with skincare? Okay, the struggle is real. This answer is multifaceted because you don't give me a lot of information within this question, and I need a little bit more information. I completely understand and can seriously 100% empathize with this whole motivation issue going through menopause or perimenopause. I'm actually struggling with enthusiasm for makeup on those odd days, and makeup is my thing, but I choose my filming days incredibly carefully because my emotions are up and down like a yo-yo at the moment. Sometimes I wake up and think, no, not today. I just can't today because I just can't seem to get motivated, and I could be presented with £1 million. I don't think I would be able to get excited about it. So I do choose my filming days very carefully. I am not always as enthusiastic as you see on camera. So I completely empathize with you, although my struggle isn't with skincare, it's with makeup. Now, with skincare, I would always say if you are really struggling to get motivated, as with a previous question, strip everything back and keep it as simple as possible. If you wake up in the morning and all you do is splash water on your face, apply a moisturizer and an SPF, you are doing enough. Even if you only apply a moisturizer before you go to bed, that is enough. Stop beating yourself up. You are doing the best that you can. You don't need 50 different products to be applied to your skin every single day to have healthy skin. They are the things that I would suggest that you have. If you skip the retinoid in the evening, it is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I think with other areas, when you're talking about motivation, If you are all feeling really, really low and that low feeling is not disappearing, I am not a doctor, I am not an expert in this, but I implore you to seek advice from your doctor because they are the ones that are the experts. You may need some hormone support, you may need some other medication that will help you to get motivated. So do not struggle with this on your own. Know that you are not alone. The whole pack is here for you if you need it. So just reach out. I can't hug you, but I can hug you virtually. So I'm giving you a big hug. Next question, do you have any tips for drooping eyelids or folds? Okay, again, this is going to be a multifaceted question because it depends on your budget and really how much this problem is bothering you. So the first one, which is the most severe and it's going to cost you the most money, is surgery. If this is a problem that is really affecting you on a day-to-day basis, I am not judging you if you decide to go down the surgery route. Obviously, it is going to be expensive, but if it's bothering you and you want to fix it, go get it fixed. And good for you if that is the way you want to go. Now, if you either don't have the budget or you don't want to go down the surgery route, there are other methods that you can go down, but you won't obviously see the benefits immediately. Laser, non-fractional laser is an option for you. Now, this may work, but it's going to be a long-term commitment. And the Nearer is exceptionally good. I've reviewed that on my channel. I will link it up here for you if you fancy checking that out. There are lots of creams, lotions and potions that say they are going to get rid of puffiness, tighten the skin, lift the eyelid folds. A lot of the time it's just a marketing ploy and these creams just do not work. The only cream that I would suggest for you, cream or lotion, is a retinoid cream. Start off weak, build up strength. Most of them, non-retinoid products, don't work, so please don't waste your money on those that say they're a miracle cure. There is no miracle out there. I'm so sorry. There are lots of things that you can do with makeup though, and if you are looking for a channel that does a lot of makeup for hooded eyes, I would definitely recommend Risa Does Makeup because what she can do with makeup is unbelievable. And she has quite hooded eyes. You would never know when she has makeup on. So there are ways of disguising droopier eyelids. But yeah, I would definitely check out her channel and see what you think. Next question is a personal question. They've said something's different about your face. What is it? Okay, so a lot of people think I've had a procedure done. They'd be right, but then I had it reversed, so they'd be wrong. What's different about my face is that I had all of my lip filler in my top lip dissolved, so I no longer have any lip filler. If I do have any lip filler in my top lip, it's the remnants of lip filler, so my face looks different because it looks more natural. Sorry to disappoint you if you're all thinking that I had something major done. No, I did not. The reason I had my lip filler dissolved is because for some reason I had way too much lip filler injected in my annual top up, which just revives and makes everything look a little fresher, a little plumper. Way too much was injected into my top lip. I absolutely hated it. It didn't look natural. It didn't look like me. So instead of living with it, I decided to have it removed, it dissolved. Now, when you have lip filler dissolved, even if you put the tiniest amount of dissolver in the area, it spreads like wildfire and it just kills off all of the filler. I did have a little bit injected all the way around and it worked incredibly quickly. And for a good week or two afterwards, I was like, oh, where's my top lip gone? But actually I'm used to it now. I'm not sure if I'll have it done again. The next question blends in beautifully with the last question. Botox and fillers, question mark. Have you had them and would you recommend them? So this is like a multi-answer question. You already know from the last question I had filler in my top lip, which has now been dissolved. I haven't had filler anywhere else on my face, nor is that procedure even on my radar. I'm not saying I would never even consider it, but definitely not now. The second part, Botox. I love love Botox. I think it's absolutely amazing stuff. I have 4 areas done. Every sort of 4 or 5 months I go for a small top up. I have had times in the past where I've had way too much injected in my face and I've ended up looking a little frozen and a little plastic. And I didn't like that. So now I like to keep a little bit of movement in my face, but allow the Botox to do its job to stop those wrinkles from forming in the first place. So I have some at the top of my forehead, and I tend to keep it at the top of my forehead to stop that drooping brow situation that people that have had way too much Botox sometimes get. I also have this area around the crow's feet done. I have my 11s done, and I have a little bit injected into the top of my nose to stop me from sort of twitching my nose like a rabbit, which I tended to do while I was asleep. Really cute, but not great when you wake up in the morning and you've got those sort of horizontal lines going down your nose. That was something that I wanted to avoid, so I can no longer do that. Next part of the question, would I recommend it? Absolutely not. I would not ever find myself in the situation where I was recommending fillers or Botox to absolutely anybody. Just because it is right for me does not mean it's right for you. You have to do your own research. Yes, it's worked for me. I love Botox, but it is not my place. I am not a medical professional. I have no right to recommend it. All I can tell you about are my experiences. Okay, this is an interesting one that may rub a few people up the wrong way, but you know, I'm not afraid of it. I'm gonna say my piece regardless. You all know me by now. So this question is there any medical grade skincare that's worth it? How to word this answer. There is no such thing as medical grade skincare. If you buy a product that has medical grade skincare written on the label, that is something that has been manufactured by the brand to make you believe that their over-the-counter product is better than other over-the-counter products that don't have that label on it. Often there are over-the-counter products that say is a 15% vitamin C, and then there's another vitamin C product which is 15% that says medical grade skincare. Which one are you gonna buy? You're gonna buy the one that says medical grade skincare, because by having that label on it, you think you're gonna get better results, it's a better product, it's a better ingredient, and you're going to get faster results from buying that product. That is exactly why they do it. They are both over-the-counter products. The only differentiating marks between products that are on the market are over-the-counter and prescription. Prescription products are, as such, medical grade products because you need a prescription to get your hand on those products. They are the products that have the better, the stronger, the faster ingredients in there. You're not going to get that from an over-the-counter product. Some over-the-counter products, in fact most over-the-counter products, are absolutely amazing. You don't have to spend a fortune to get an amazing product with results over time. Okay, can you prevent migration of retin A or tretinoin using Vaseline? Yes and no. It's a little bit more complex than just covering up the surface of the skin. So obviously, a barrier cream or Vaseline, you apply it to the area that you don't want the tretinoin to touch, and it works on the surface of the skin. So if you didn't want any tretinoin to absorb underneath your eye area, you would apply Vaseline or some other sort of barrier cream underneath there. Then you would apply your tretinoin, your retin A, all over the rest of your face. The problem with that is it will stop the penetration of any tretinoin that you apply over the top of the Vaseline from getting in the skin. But the skin is like a sponge. So anything that you apply outside the Vaseline, it doesn't just penetrate downwards into the skin. It penetrates down and it also penetrates out in a sponge-like situation. If you had a sponge and you put a drop of water on the top of the sponge, it doesn't just soak downwards, it goes into the sponge and spreads out. So once it's gone into the area of skin that you actually want it to, it is going to creep underneath that Vaseline into the deeper areas of the skin. You're helping the situation, but you're not preventing it entirely. So you still need to be careful. What serums are the best and what should you be investing in? So I always say invest in your serums because serums are the things that really target the specific concerns that you want to target. But without knowing what those concerns are, it's very, very difficult in telling you what serums you should be buying because everyone will be completely different. The main thing I will say, if you are buying any sort of stem cell serum or any EGF serum, that's going to cost. If those things are important to you and they will make a big difference with your skin, then by all means invest in those. They do cost a lot initially, but hopefully your skin will drink it up and benefit from it long term. If you are spending a lot of money on a niacinamide product, I would say invest your money elsewhere. Although niacinamide is one of my favorite products, my favorite ingredients, my favorite serums, I don't feel like you need to spend a lot of money on a niacinamide product to get the results that you can get. So if you're spending 40, 50 pounds on a niacinamide product, I would say maybe downgrade a little bit, get one from The Ordinary. You're going to get very similar results for a fraction of the cost. So although I do say that serums are the things that you should be investing your money in, not all serums are going to cost you a lot of money. This is personal opinion, this is not factual. I tend to put my money with serums into skincare companies where all they produce is skincare, and I tend not to spend my money and really invest in serums with makeup companies that have just branched out into skincare. I'm not saying that makeup companies cannot produce amazing skincare. Estee Lauder produce some amazing skincare. L'Oreal produce some amazing skincare. So does Lancome. But for me personally, I like to invest my money in companies that really do back up with research, with clinical studies. They invest a lot of their profits into making sure that their skincare gets better and better and better and better, and that's why you pay for it. And finally, this is a little bit of a life update question, which is why I've left it right to the very end. You've mentioned in your previous videos that you've been feeling under the weather. Are you okay? Short answer, yes, I am okay. I have been diagnosed with something which I'm now having to deal with. I'm actually waiting for an appointment at the hospital, and whilst I'm waiting, we're just going to have to struggle through. It is absolutely fine. This is nothing that's earth-shattering for me, and it may seem like I'm sort of dangling this. No need to mention it in the first place, and I'm just asking for people to check on me and see, oh, I hope you're okay. That is not the situation at all. The only reason I mentioned it is because I am supposed to be a skin expert. That is my area of expertise. All of a sudden, after working tirelessly on my skin, I've worked so hard on my skin over the last 3 years, I got it just to the state that I wanted it. All of a sudden, I'm having breakouts and eruptions on my skin on a daily basis. And I film without makeup, and I just felt the need to explain why my skin was like it was. My skin is painful sometimes with the amount of breakouts that I have. It's not great at the minute, but it will get better. I just felt the need to explain that. But I hope you understand that I don't feel ready to actually divulge what it is. Not because it's anything majorly personal, but because I'm not quite ready to get advice from you all. Oh, I've got this. This is what I did. Oh, you need to do this. And I know that you would all mean well and it would all be an outpouring of love. And I love that about the Pampered Wolf Pack, but I'm not quite ready to receive that yet because I've not quite got my head around it, if that makes sense. I really hope it doesn't. It hasn't come off in a sort of standoffish way, because I would hate that. I will eventually tell you all, but at the moment, that's all you really need to know. I'm going to be absolutely fine. This is nothing earth-shatteringly bad, and when I eventually tell you, you're all gonna go, oh God, is that it? I guarantee that is what you're going to do. So please don't worry about me. There are days when I feel really under the weather. On those days, I tend not to film. On other days, there's no other alternative. I have to film and my skin is not in a great condition. So I'm not going to keep on mentioning it in every video when my skin is poor. Hopefully you will remember this information. You will realise that that is what it is. It is not because a product hasn't agreed with me. I've used a makeup product, I've not washed my skin, that sort of thing. It's just life. That is what it is. So I hope everybody is okay with that. And I hope I've answered that question without offending anybody. So that's it for this video. I really hope I've answered every single one of your questions and not missed any. If I have missed anything or I've not answered the question in the way that you were expecting, please let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to write my response within the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.